We're on the road again. Follow us as we travel around the northeastern parts of the wheatbelt area of Western Australia. We meet some amazing people with interesting stories and have a look at a bit of the history of the region. We stay in some amazing campsites. We go from freezing our backsides off to sweating the same backsides off in the heat, then get sent packing as a wild storm approaches. We stumble across a private collection of artefacts and go to some amazing museums. And disaster strikes that almost finishes some of the group members' holidays before it starts. So come with us now as we ride the Wheatbelt Way. G'day folks, how you going? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, then a special g'day to you as well. We're coming towards the end of this series, the Wheatbelt Way. We're currently in Merredin, which we got chased to because of a storm a few weeks ago. We sort of hung out in there for a bit, hiding from the storm. Last week we looked at the military museum there. Today we're going to have a look at the train museum. So let's get into it. The old railway station dates back to 1913 and it still looks much like it did in its working life. Like you did for the trains, you get your ticket from the ticket office before you take a walk back in time.
Oh my gosh, look what's down there. Huh?
Can you see, Jackson? What's down there?
Each room of the station is set up with a different theme. A field telephone, probably used to communicate to work crews down the line. Various lanterns and torches. Some of these lanterns only had a candle in them and were put on the back of the train so a following train might be able to see it before it ran into it. Some of the test equipment that they used to maintain the controlling circuits. An early photo of this station, and a photo of the Indian Pacific passing through Merredin. A common sight in the day was the elevated water tank, which is still standing today. These tanks were used to provide water to the steam trains. Inside the museum are all sorts of bits and pieces that were once used in maintaining and operating a railway line. Most younger people would probably never see some of this stuff if it wasn't for a museum. While this may look a little out of place, in the early years sometimes the station master actually lived on the station. Scattered around the outside of the building is an array of equipment that would have been used to weigh or move freight around the station. Although I don't think this was outside equipment. This was the control console to change tracks and lights around the area of its control. Whoops. While you're waiting for your train, why not get some refreshments from the station bar? Are you game to go down to the cellar? I heard someone say that it was haunted. Don't lock me in. The ramp where they used to bring in the stock to be stored.
We can stand right here and watch him come up the stairs, okay? There he is. Yeah, he's coming back. We're going to go, I know we said we're going downstairs, but we're going to go up some different stairs. Some stairs. Do you want to go see them?
A diesel loco. I don't know much about trains, but these were operating in the 1980s and 90s, and there might be the odd one still around somewhere. If you know, tell us in the comments. If like me you've ever wondered what they're like on the inside, well then let's go in and see. Most places you go to, these are all locked up, so this is a bit of a novelty.
Say hi, Pa.
Cheese.
Beep, beep.
Who's in the way of the train?
Beep, beep.
Oh, they got the same.
Let's see dinosaurs.
It's the dinosaur train.
So instead of choo-choo, does it go rah-rah?
Ooh, we're being followed by a steam train. This steam engine was built in 1897 and was used on the Kalgoorlie Express run from Northern to Southern Cross. Doesn't seem to have made it to Kalgoorlie. Okay, it's not that good. Following along behind the steam engine are some of the wagon types, from these flat tray wagons to covered wagons and these tankers. Things that get pulled by trains are referred to as rolling stock. People living out on the trans line near the Nullarbor used to do their shopping every week from wagons like these, when the train used to pass through servicing all the little railway camps. The station still has its signal box, which you can go into. You just got to get the key from the ticket office.
One step. You missed a step.
There are a fair few stairs you need to climb.
Just unlock because we're all stuck on the stairs now.
Oh my.
This was how they managed rail traffic before the introduction of electronics, like the desk downstairs. From here, they could direct trains on the tracks that the trains needed to be on, or they could tell a train to stop or go anywhere within its control area.
Got it?
Not again. A map of its area showing all the points and lights it controls.
Ready?
I think these were the control rings that a driver would collect from one control point that would allow him to move over a section of track, then pass it back to the next control point when he exits that section. If you didn't have one of these, then you didn't travel on that track. You got a pretty good view of everything from up here, and you had to. You know, you can go to train museums all around the place, and they're all different, and they've all got their own little thing that makes them special. And in this particular one, for me, what was special was being able to get into that diesel engine and have a bit of a look around to that, and also to get up into that signal box as well. I thought that was pretty good. But next week is our last video in this series. We'll leave Merredin. We're going to have a quick look at a few things around training, and then we're going to go to our last campsite for the night, bush camp. It was an unplanned campsite. We had nothing planned for this one. We sort of did a bit of research while on the road to try and find something, and it was quite a surprise when we did find it, but I'm not going to tell you where that is. That'll be in next week's video. So if you don't want to miss that or any other videos, then down below down there, it's the subscribe button. Hit that and the bell next to it, because that'll let you know when I upload a video. And give this one a thumbs up, because that helps the channel out, makes YouTube show it to more people. And of course, if you've missed any of the other videos in this series, at the end of when this finishes, this little clip, there'll be a link there to the playlist for the whole series. You can go through all that. Alright, that's it for now. So till next week, happy travels.